All right, guys. Sorry again. I couldn't be there today. It's one of those things. I can't shake this thing, and I got something else this afternoon. Sorry about that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do one problem from each set, so you'll have something to look at and kind of figure out where you're going. Hopefully that's enough. And let's see. So first set you're doing is 25 to 27. I'm gonna do 26. I think it's the toughest one. That's why I'm gonna do that one. So you got to find the nth term, which means you're trying to find the formula for that sequence. You're going to say a sub n every time. You're not doing recursive sequence. You're doing just a sequence. So what's happening to each number? Look at this. First of all, look, they're changing negative, positive, negative, positive. So a hint, yesterday, oops, yesterday we saw this kind of take care of that. Negative 1 to the n power made it change signs. Kept giving you that hint yesterday. Also, if I'm looking at the numerator of the fraction, it's 1 every time. So it's going to put a 1 up there. And the denominators look like they're 3's, like first one's 3 to the first, 3 squared, 3 cubed, 3 to the fourth. So I'm just going to do this. And that's good enough. You could also, that's fine. That's a good answer. You could also do this to make it look a little simpler. You could do the negative 1 to the n on the top and just 3 to the n on the bottom. And the way you can check, make sure you got that right, is plug in 1 for n, plug in 2 for n, and make sure that you're getting the first two terms. Okay, so these are weird in that there's not like a step-by-step thing you have to do. These are just like play with it until you figure out what's going on. Okay, and see if you can make it work. It's fun. All right, next set is 33 through 34 to 48. I'll do the first one. I'll go with 34. It says find the first 6 partial sums. Okay, partial sums mean you need to add up parts. So sum 1 is the sum of the first term. 134, the first term is 1 squared, which is 1, so that's the first sum. S2 means sum of the first 2. Well, sum of the first one is 1, and I'm going to add the second term. That's 5. S3, sum of the first 3. Well, sum of the first 2 is 5, plus the third term is 3 squared. That's going to be 14. Sum of the fourth partial sum is the sum of the first 4 terms. Well, the sum of the first 3 terms is 14, and the fourth term is 4 squared. That's going to be 30. The fifth partial term is going to be the sum of the first 5 terms. Well, that's the sum of the first 4. And the fifth term is going to be 5 squared. That's going to be 55. And the last one, the sixth one, is going to be the sum of the first 5 plus the sixth term, which is going to be 6 squared. 36 and 55, I believe that's 91. I need to double check me there. Don't have my calculator with me. So there's that. And then let's see, 37, 38. The only difference on 37, 38 is you're going to have to write a formula for the sequence A and the N for the sum. Like the sum, if I'm looking at the sum, that increases by 4, then by 9, then by 16, then by 25, then by 36. So what's happening is those are the squares. Okay, there's always a pattern. So they want you to find the pattern of the sums and do what I did on the last slide for 37, 38. Okay, 41 through 44, find the sum. These are called sigma. And all you do is you take the number on the bottom. Let's see, I'll do 42. Take the number on the bottom, the 1, and plug it in there. That's 1 squared. And then you keep going up. I'm going to plug 2 in. That's 2 squared. Plug 3 in. That's 3 squared. Plug 4 in. That's 4 squared. Now I'm going to stop at the 4 because the 4 is the top number. The top number is the last number that you plug in. And sigma means sum. All right, so that means you just add those numbers together. So I'm adding 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 16. That looks like 30. And that's 42. That's all you do on those. When it says find the sum, I do wish you'd write those out. They're not giving you 44. But you're going to find a pattern for 44. That looks fun too. Okay. Let's see here. 49 to 52. These do say use a graphing calculator. If you go to math and scroll down, you will find the sigma. You'll find it down there in math. It will have blanks here, blanks there, blanks there, blanks everywhere. You just fill it in. I don't have my calc with me, plus I couldn't put on the video anyway. You just put exactly what it says. You hit enter, bam, and it tells you the sum. It's crazy good, crazy quick. Let's go to this part. 58 to 63. This says write the sum without using sigma notation. I'll do, the first one I'll do 58. Same deal. Start with the number on the bottom, plug it in. That's going to be 6 times 9, which is 54. Plug in 7. That'd be 7 times 10, which is 70. 8, be 8 times 11, which is 88. And plug in the 9, be 9 times 12, which is 108. So what they want you to do is this. They want you to write 54 plus 70 plus 88 plus 108. Just write it just like that. Write the sum without the sigma. And then when you get to the bottom part down here, I'll do 61 here. Actually, I'll do 62. They want you to go backwards. They want you to take this, that 2 plus 4 plus 6, all the way to 20, and write it with the sigma. So you got to come up with what's going on. What I do know is that it's a difference of 2. So to really doing this, we're doing 2 times 1, 2 times 2, 2 times 3. So I'm going to write 2 in. And I'm going to start down here with 1. Now you also got to figure out what goes on the top. And the way you do that is look at the last number. It's going to be 20. So what does n need to be for you to get 20 for the last number? It needs to be 10. So that's the sigma for 62. All right, I hope that helps, guys. I'm sorry to have blame. I hate missing. Hopefully you know that. This is the second day I've missed like in a long, long time. So hopefully I'll definitely be there Thursday, regardless if they have to carry me in. So we'll review really good for your test on Friday. Probably shall be there tomorrow, Friday. Those of you still need to make up a test, just let's give it one more day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow.